It's now official. Tyler O'Connor is the starting QB for Michigan State, the reigning Big Ten champs, and they begin their season tomorrow right here on BTN. Tyler joins me now for this Tire Pros campus interview. How did you find out that you were officially the starting quarterback?
It was actually a pretty brief conversation with Coach D. He kind of just briefly mentioned, I've done the things that they've asked me to do throughout the spring and this fall, as far as, managing the offense, leading, getting younger guys more comfortable around me. And it was a brief thing where he kind of was just like, be ready to go on Friday, you're going to get the start. It wasn't too serious. It wasn't like a big meeting or anything like that. So it was pretty low key.
Once you had a chance, who was the first person you told?
My mom. I gave her a call, and I think it kind of had gotten out to the media before I had even really gotten a chance because it was right before practice, and then I was kind of bombarded with media after, and then I called my mom after, and I actually already, before I called her, she had already texted me congratulating me, and she had already known, so it wasn't like it wasn't the most formal or best way that she could have found out, but it's okay.
How hard was it to wait to get your opportunity, right? You've been on campus for years now, and a lot of kids will transfer out if they don't feel they're going to be the starter by the time they're a sophomore. So how hard was that for you to wait around?
I guess it was and it wasn't. I've said this many times, but it's too great here at Michigan State. There's too many other good things going on as far as, academics, socially, the friendships and the relationships that we build here. So that made it much easier, and obviously the great relationship that we have in the quarterback room I had with Connor. I roomed with him for 4 years on the road. And, we had a great relationship, and I learned so much from him, Coach Salem, Coach D, Coach Warner, and all the offensive staff. So, I was always waiting my turn. I knew I was always one play away, and that's a mindset I've always had. And I've always prepared and like the starter and ready to go in at any play because you're always one play away.
When was the last time you talked to Connor?
Yesterday, I believe, via Twitter, just because I saw his catch from Derek Carr kind of go viral after Derek Carr threw that one-handed pass to him or whatever. But we talk almost every day. We're still in a group chat together with all the quarterbacks, and like I said, it's such a close group. And the fact that he's still, with everything he has going on in his life, that he still reaches out to us and talks to us about everything that we have going on is awesome.
How many family members are going to be there Friday night?
I think upwards of like 20 people. I've been asking for tickets for a while from the teammates, and even some of my other family members knew that'd be tough for me to get tickets, so they bought tickets as well. So I think it's at least 20 people or so, along with friends and family.
Give me the scouting report on Tyler O'Connor, the player.
I think personally, I'm going to do what's asked here at Michigan State. We're a prototype offense. We drop back, we sit in the pocket. But at the same time, I'm going to make plays, just as Connor did last year, extending plays. But I think to even further, I think I can, we can put me on the run, get me outside the pocket, some run-pass option type things. And I think I'm just going to be the guy that I'm not afraid to put my head down. If we're running some inside zone stuff with the quarterback, I won't be afraid to get that extra yard for us. And, I told the guys that when they elected me captain, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to fight for them. I'll be a warrior for them. And if there's an extra yard that has to be got, I'm going to be the one to get it.
When I talked to you over the summer, you told me something I'd never heard before. So I'm curious, how many people know that Tyler is not your real first name?
It's spreading amongst the team. The whole team pretty much knows, except maybe the freshmen. And then my teachers, obviously, when I first meet my teachers and it says Michael O'Connor, and then I meet them and tell them, I go by Tyler, and then they put the whole thing together. So, the teachers get it and everything. Besides back home, there's probably not many people that know that.
Just so you know, Michael's a great first name. Just saying.
It is. I can't argue that. My dad would agree.
Which wide receivers on this year's team have you felt you've developed the closest chemistry with thus far?
I think it starts at the top with R.J. Shelton and Monty Medeiros. R.J. obviously is the big name guy, but Monty has he's had a great fall. He's made a lot of great plays for us, as seen on green and white days. He's done very well. He's catching the ball, and knock on wood, he's staying healthy, and he's performing very well. But also, younger guys being Felton Davis, Darryl Stewart, and Donnie Corley. Those guys are so willing to learn and so willing to listen to what us quarterbacks have to say, to get on the same page with us and really make this offense strive. And, really all 5 of those guys, they're going to make a big impact on what we do, not only this Friday, but throughout the whole season. It's because they're so willing to learn.
You mentioned Green and White Days, which is our BTN show we've been profiling your program all month long. You've lost twice in pool, my man. What's the deal? No game?
I don't know. I don't want to say I folded under pressure because I know that wasn't it. But you know, Coach D, he's a great pool player. You can't take anything from that. You know, he takes great pride in his pool game, no matter what. You know, he's also a great ping pong player. He's great at a lot of things. He does a lot of things very well. But as far as losing to my roommate, you know, there's no excuse for that. I had the home court advantage. He had just moved in actually a couple weeks before that, and I knew the slopes in the house table and everything. And unfortunately, I guess, you know, he just made more than I did at the end of the day.
Well, luckily you're not on scholarship for billiards. You're on scholarship for football. So Tyler,
that's exactly right.
Best of luck this entire season, starting off tomorrow night in a game right here on BTN. Good talking to you.
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having me on.